Welcome to today's video. Hopefully you don't have seizures. Sorry about that. So in today's video, we're going to be making a nail set using some mica powders. I don't know about you, but I really struggle with my ombres. So after I watched a video about using pigment powders, I thought, why not try mica powder? So first off, I'm going to be applying some base coat to all of the nails. Just a heads up, I will be speeding through a large portion of this video because otherwise it'd be way too long. So for the dye, we're going to be using this soap dye. It's the mica powder. I believe it was from like a resin set on Amazon. So just the black and the purple. We're also going to be using this kind of eyeshadow makeup brush. It's just a random one that I had in my collection. I didn't order it in, so it was just an old brush. I also will be using these moon sequins, which are a nightmare, FYI, to work with. And then we're going to be using the Beetles white. Don't mind that stain that's on the bottle. We're also going to be using the iGel Beauty No Cleanse top coat. And then we're going to be using another top coat. So just the OPI regular stuff that'll have the sticky layer on it. So I'm just popping it into the lamp to cure after putting on that base coat. So this is the nail we're going to be recreating. That was just a flash. Don't worry, you'll get a better look at the set that we make later on. So I'm going to start by putting on the first layer of the white Beetles gel coat. So I'm just going to fast forward through this here. So I'm just going to do this on all 5 nails. I really like the Beetles top coat, or not top coat, gel. It's really thick and opaque, and I think I ended up with just going with 1 coat, so we'll see going forward. Also, these are the Ombre medium tips, as I showed the box really fast in the beginning there. I really like these tips. The only complaint I have, because I did end up putting this set on myself, that they are very curved, and I got the natural, not the sculpted ones. I made sure of that, and they just did not fit my nail beds very well. I've got these weird shapes where they're flat kind of in the middle, and then around the edges they're more curved, so nail tips are kind of hard for me. So I found the thumb popped off on me because my thumb's really flat, so I had to come up with a solution. And that solution was to size up and file down. That way I was using less of the curved portion of the nail. So we're just popping this in the lamp to cure. As I'm watching this video playback, it does look like a bunch of teeth, but I'm just pulling out the dye that we're going to be using. So first off, we're just going to start off with the ring finger. I'm looking at this upside down. The middle finger. And we're just going to tap on the violet stuff here. So I just dip my brush into the bag, and then we're just going to pat it in. So we're using the dispersion layer from the white polish to put it into, and I'm just kind of focusing on the bottom half here, and then we're going to put on the black on the tip. And as you'll see, I kind of put a lot in the tip, and then I just blow it off camera. And sorry, I go a little off camera here, still getting used to being in the middle of the screen. But as you can see, the ombre is looking pretty good here. For someone who struggles, that was pretty decent. Oh, coming back for a second round. So yeah, I just keep kind of feathering in the kind of transition part, bringing down the black, bringing up the purple, going back and forth, back and forth. Sorry that this is blurry, again, kind of getting used to it. As you can see, it's really starting to come together. I cannot for the life of me do this with gel polish. I've got the ombre brushes. I've got a couple of versions of them actually, and I've tried sponges. Cannot get any of them to work with gel polish. This is the only time I've ever been able to get an ombre to work. So I'm going to go in with a second layer here. So I'm just going to top it off with this OPI regular top coat. It's going to give me some of that sticky layer to attach the second kind of round to. And what I would recommend is having a bottle of this labeled specifically for like chrome or for glitters, because no matter how much you wipe this off, you're still getting some of that in that top coat. So definitely recommend having a bottle specifically for this, or for like chromes, all that fun stuff. So it's looking pretty good here. I'm kind of showing it off. I'm a little bit proud of how that ombre turned out. I am missing some footage, not sure where it went, but that second layer that I did is just pretend that it happened on camera, because don't know where it went. But what I did is once I did that second layer, I topped it off with the iGel Beauty top coat. Definitely recommend using a no wipe top coat to finish it off, and I recommend putting in 2 layers. Definitely treat it like you would chrome. It does chip. I didn't do a very good job of capping off the tip, and yeah, it chipped. I took the set off today, but it did chip, so you could see the white underneath. Definitely recommend using 2 layers of no wipe top coat when you are doing this. So you'll notice here that it's not looking as vibrant as the first nail did. I think the reason for this is because, well, I was in front of a window, so I had the blinds open and it was, shining in daylight, and I think that cured the nail more, so it kind of got rid of some of the stickiness. Either that or just the temperature affected the stickiness, but yeah, you'll see it's not working so great. So what I did was go back in with that OPI top coat, not the no wipe, just the regular stuff, and I do another layer of that. And I'm just gonna cook it in the lamp and get that sticky layer back. And as you'll see, it kind of does fix the problem, not kind of. But once it's out, I'm just gonna go back in with some more of the violet. There you go. You can see it's much darker and much nicer. So what I like to do is dab it on, and then I just kind of like drag it a little bit, and even kind of like angle the nail and drag it down some more. So you just kind of like play around with it, honestly. And if you ever make a mistake, you just add more, keep blending. It works great with mica powder. The gel, I find the gel polish is very unforgiving. This is very forgiving. So you can already see it starting to come together pretty nicely. Again, not tooting my own horn, because the powder definitely made it way easier than using the gel polish. I think I do a close-up. Yes, here we go. So see, it looks very seamless. Also, having the 2 colors that are pretty close together definitely help. I think I want to try this with black and red. I really like that look, and I really want to give that a try, so hopefully that works. But here I am topping it off with that iGel Beauty No Wipe top coat. I only went in with 1 layer, and that's where my mistake was. I definitely should have done 2, and I did not cap off the free edge, or the edge is very good. So here I am testing the next nail, and I can see that it's not sticky. So again, don't sit by a window when you're doing your gel nails, because that UV light will definitely cure it. So I'm just going in with a layer of the OPI stuff, and then we're going to do another round of kind of ombreing in the 2 powders. Don't worry, I'm going to fast forward it. I won't show you all the fingers. I'm just going to show you this next one, just to kind of give you the idea. So another thing, the powder does start to build up on your brush. So what I like to do is to take some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and I put it on a lint-free wipe, and I just wipe off the brush just to get out all that extra pigment, and then just kind of let it dry. Alcohol dries really fast, so that's why I didn't take much of a break. But I'm just gonna go back in, and as you can see, those little stands like to tip over on me. So I'm just going to go back in with the violet. I really hate these baggies. I definitely like the jars way better than the bags. So if you can find the ones with the jars on Amazon or wherever you get it from, definitely recommend the jars over the little bags. Kind of spill it everywhere, and it's just kind of a nightmare. But that color is really pretty though, the violet. That's the thing about mica powder. They're very they're pigmented, obviously, but they have this like sheen and kind of like sparkle to them, so they look really nice. If you're looking for more of a matte effect, I'd go with pigment powder versus mica powder, because mica just has some kind of shimmer in it. I'm not sure why, but I got a couple of palettes off of, I think, Timo, and they're basically eyeshadow. Wonder if you could use eyeshadow. Maybe that'll be my next test. Yeah, but the flat pigments, they definitely still ombre really good. They just don't have that sparkle. So you can see it's kind of coming together here again. It's just a matter of playing with it and kind of adding, taking away, adding more. You can't really go wrong with this stuff. So if you're a beginner, this is definitely where I'd recommend to start with ombres. So I've got all of the ombre nails done. So I've got the thumbs left and the pinkies. So the thumbs, I ended up going with just straight purple, and I'm not flipping you off there. I'm just using my finger to get the nail off the stand here. So the thumb, I'm just going to go in with the full-on purple. I didn't want to ombre every nail just because I figured it'd be too much, but it also needed to get re-stickyized, or if that's a word. So I'm just putting back on that OPI stuff and popping that in the lamp. And then just going to go in with the pure violet. I really like the way the violet one turned out. It's just such a pretty color. It's like a blue purple almost. So it went together pretty nice. Definitely looks a little bit different than having the black at the tip there. So I'm just going to top that one off again. My mistake was using one layer. Definitely recommend using 2 layers of the no wipe top coat. And again, for this, I'd recommend having a separate bottle just because that stuff gets in it. So here I am after doing all the nail colors. I did the black ones off screen on the pinky ones. So I'm just using my Mica rhinestone glue to adhere the sequins down. The sequins were a nightmare, FYI. They stuck up too much, and I did have to go back and kind of bend them to get them to fit over the nail. But even then, they still kind of stuck up where like the moon points were. So I did have to end up going in with a couple layers of the builder gel, which ended up making a very bulky nail. They did not match the other ones, so it was not a great time. What I ended up doing was using a jelly stamper and holding that down in the lamp, and that kind of helped with keeping the sequin down, but still not great. You can kind of see those edges poking up. So I'm just going in with a top coat, and I'll realize kind of that it's not enough and that I'll have to go through with a builder gel. I'm not sure what happened to the builder gel footage, but it is somewhere in my phone or in the cloud or somewhere. I don't know what happened with it, but I did end up going with a builder gel and then putting a top coat on it. So this is after the builder gel. So I went in and filed off some of the lumps. I am not great with builder gel. I don't know, I do the upside down thing where you turn it upside down and let it kind of pool in the middle around the apex, and that still didn't seem to fix it. But so after I did the filing, I'm going in with just another layer of top coat. So this nail got really thick. I just did not like the sequin. I ended up buying some stickers with moons on them because I've tried freehanding it and not yet there. So here it is, kind of all its lumpy glory, not lumpy, thick glory. So here is the set all finished. Turned out really nice, other than, again, the thick nails. Don't judge me on that. I'm still working on it. So yeah, the pinkies were black and the thumbs were just the one violet color, and the rest were all the ombres. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I definitely recommend the mica powder. Do not recommend these sequins, as per my thumbs down. And yeah, if you guys want to see more, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. See you later. Bye.